K9 United Radio, over.
K9UR, is that a Roger?
K9 United Radio, is that a Roger?
Yeah, Jim, good afternoon, K9UR. Yep, on an Elecraft K3 today, and let's see, this is a Kenwood MC60 mic, and just looking for some audio tailoring with the gain or the bandwidth. I've got an 8-position equalizer here. Tell me what needs fixing, over.
All right, what's the name there?
What's the name there?
Yeah, my name is Joe. Go ahead.
Roger, Joe, and what's your location?
Roger, Joe, and what's your location?
I'm just up the road here. I'm in Bloomington, Indiana here. Go ahead.
All right, Joe, why don't you give me about 10 seconds and tell me about your antenna system. Let me look around for a better path, Roger.
Tell me about your antenna system. Let me look around for a better path, Roger.
Okay, very good, Jim. Yeah, running about 110, 115 feet each leg, coming down into a 1-to-1 Ballon and into the shack here on 40 meters. It plays pretty well. Go ahead.
Yes, sir, I've got you great on my local antenna. You're about 15 over, so a really good signal. The first thing would be to be sure you're in that wide 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth, Roger.
Yep, bandwidth is good. Yep, about 2.8, 2.9 wide. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So you are 2.9, Roger?
Roger, yep.
Alrighty, then we suggest compression on at a 3 out of 10, 30 out of 100, something you'll never hear on the air, but it helps us achieve our 3 dB dynamic range at the end of the setup. So it's a compressor on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, depending on how it's labeled.
Okay, very good. Yep, compression about 3 out of 10.
Yes, sir. Okay, now move to your ALC with mic gain in hand. And as you say the magic word audio, don't stress it, just say it like you would say any other word. Stretch out that first part of the word audio and set your level by mic gain control to 2/3 on your ALC.
Okay, very good. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, audio, 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 audio. Here we go. Yep, that's about right there. Audio, 1, 2, 3. K9UR, back to you.
Sound like you might be still hot. Stretch that word out. Audio. You become a human test tone generator, Roger.
Okay, very good. Let me try here. Bring the mic gain down just a little bit. Audio, 1, 2, 3. Audio, audio.
Alrighty, now tell me about your antenna system here for a minute.
Okay, yep. It's a doublet system up at about 70 feet at the apex. The ends of the wires at about 60 feet. So just about a flat top antenna system here. Driving into a small legal limit solid state amplifier. And this rig has 8 bands on the equalization. Although I haven't quite figured out where to set the different settings. Don't know if it's got too much treble or what it sounds like.
Right, Joe. Now, do you have outboard equipment, or this is all internal stuff?
It's all internal.
Okay, what is your mic level at the moment?
Mic gain is about 15%.
No, the level. What is the level of it? 5, 6, 7, 10, whatever?
Oh, it's about 2 out of 10.
All right. I would suggest moving back off mic about 2 or 3 inches from where you are, and let me hear you.
Okay, all right. I backed off the mic here. I wonder how that sounds now. And 30% compression, backed off the mic. Over.
Yes, sir. A lot cleaner. I think what was happening is that you're overloading the front end of your audio in the radio. Because it was, it was distorted. So when you backed off, the distortion cleared up, but the level stayed just about the same, Roger.
Okay, very good. So the distortion cleared up, but the level stayed the same. What is the tonal quality? Is there enough bass, adequate treble, and so forth? Over.
Well, I'd rather go for the top end first, and we'll work out the bass. Let's see, that radio is a K3. We need a little more top end, about 3 to 4 clicks boost treble EQ from where you are.
All right, let me see if I can find that. 1 second here. Okay, TXEQ, and let's see here. Let's go in and we'll adjust the treble to the high end. 1 second here. All right. Okay, Jim, how are we doing? Got the high end boosted now. Go ahead.
All right, I'd back off. Maybe too much. You put too much. Maybe did you go +3, 4, or all the way?
Yeah, about +4 out of 10.
All right, so drop that about 2 less than where you are. 2 clicks less than where you are.
Okay, how about now?
Sounds good. I think we got the top end. Now let's go to the bottom end, plus 2 clicks from where you are on the bottom end.
Okay, it's 400 cycles here. That's +2 now on the bottom end.
Okay, 400 cycles is too high. Go back, take 400 cycles back. Can you do 200 cycles?
Yep, I can. Yep, 1 minute here. Uh, 200 cycles coming up. There we go, 200 cycles +3, and I can go to 100 cycles as well.
No, that sounds good. I love 200 cycles on the bottom end. 100 is really too low. 200 is nice. 400 is too high. So why don't you give me about 10 seconds? Tell me about the best thing you like about your radio.
Well, okay, very good. I'm actually a CW man, so Elecraft K3 is a great CW radio, but it seems to get very nice reports on single sideband as well. So I want to just get it dialed in so it sounds pretty decent. Not too shrill, but good clear audio on sideband. This is K9UR with KC9VKV and the Friday afternoon vlog. Go ahead, Jim.
Roger, Joe. 2 more clicks, bass boost. 2 more clicks, push from where you are. Roger.
Roger, okay, there's 2 more clicks on the 200. I could also bring the 400 up if that would help.
No, leave the 400 flat. You should be flat mode from 400 to 1.5K. All those should be flat, Roger?
Yep, that's exactly right. 400 is flat, 800 is flat. 1.6, I've got just a +1. And then when I get into the 2 and above, it's a bit more boost. Over.
Yes, sir. I take that 1.6 back to flat, Roger?
Okay, 1.6 is now back to flat.
All right, and maybe, let's see here, 2 more clicks, bass boost. Let's just see where that goes, Roger?
Okay, here's coming up to 7 on the, there's +7 on the 200 cycle bass. Over.
Yes, sir. Okay, I want you to go back to your AOC and reset your level, because we've messed with the EQs, and anytime you do extensive EQing, you should always go back to your AOC and double check your level, and you know how to do that. Audio with mic gain control, Roger?
Yep, Roger. Audio 1, 2, 3. Audio. Okay, that's about plus audio. Yeah, there we go. Audio 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How's that, Jim? KC9VKV in the Friday afternoon vlog, K9UR.
Roger, Joe, now you've got to be consistent as far as the way you work the microphone, because you can shift EQ. Not only if you vary your distance from the microphone, you not only shift your volume comes up as you get closer, but your bass comes up as you get closer. So you need to find out a position that's comfortable for you, and you stay right in that position, Roger. Your proximity to microphone should not change, Roger.
Okay, very good. Yep, I'm pretty much consistent here now. Over.
Alrighty, and so at that point, go back and check your ALC for 2/3, Roger.
Okay, so K9UR testing audio, 1/2 to 2/3 on ALC, and that looks like that's pretty much on the money right there, K9UR.
All right, now I spent months finding just the perfect word for you to set your ALC level with, and the word is audio. You can't find a better tone to set the microphone, Roger.
Roger, yeah, audio. Audio. Yep, there we go. Pretty much right in play there.
All right, and so where does that make your mic gain at the moment? What reading is your mic gain?
It's about number 9 out of, I think it's probably 100, so it's not a lot of mic gain right now.
Oh, okay. So what I'm thinking is it sounds like you might also have some distortion in there. So I want you to pull back off mic about 2 inches from where you are, just to calm down that level just a little bit and see if that's causing the slight distortion. Roger?
Okay, Roger. Let's give that a try. See if we can come off the mic a bit. That's off mic about, I'm probably 6 inches from the mic now, and how does that sound? Over?
Yes, so that sounds a lot better. Now, what I want you to do at that level, at that distance, I want you to go back to your ALC. Now, is that an impossible situation? Because I think what's happening is your proximity to the microphone is generating so much power that you're down in that first quarter bit of the mic level, and that indicates that level is pretty hot, because you usually want that mic level to be up around mid-scale 5, mid-scale of the mic level, and you're down low on the mic level. Roger?
Yeah. Maybe resetting the equalizer to cutting the bass instead of boosting the treble. That might be the answer. Leaving the treble flat and just cutting the bass. That might help. Over.
No, because what you want to do with the equalizer is equalize the signal. But you want to get the microphone out of distortion. That's the main thing. So if you're down in the first eighth of a turn on that microphone level, it indicates that the input is too hot. You want more level on that mic, so you be sure you're not overdriving the audio preamp. If you know what I mean there.
Yeah, I understand. Okay. Well, let me, unfortunately it's a dynamic mic, and there's no gain control on it. It just, perhaps it's just a hot microphone.
Yes, sir. So what you're telling me, though, that it's around 1 out of 10, is that a Roger, or 10 out of 100?
Yeah, I'd say 10 out of 100.
Yes, sir. So 1 out of 10, and that's really too hot. You need more grace there for those peaks to have some headroom. So I would just, in the interim, I would just pull off mic a little bit and get that volume, your internal mic gain, up to around a 2 or something. So you would be, at least out of distortion at that point, and then would make the EQ work. Roger?
Okay, very good. All right, let me see here if I can get this audio. Yeah, let me play around with this just a little bit and see if I can get that dialed in, so I can get a little bit more mic gain. There we go. Well, that's that mic gain now. The mic gain now. Let's see. That is about 25 out of 100. So that's still in the bottom fourth, but a little bit more gain. Over.
Yes, sir. Now, if you pull off the bass on the EQ, see, that destroys the signal that we're trying to come across. We need the bass right now. You're very mid-rangey, so we need more bass to give you a little more body in your audio signal. I'm copying the male with a 7300, which is a 100 to 2900 wide mode. Roger?
Yep. Okay. Very good. Yep. That's okay. That seems to be, I don't know. That's about 2/3 on ALC, not jumping to the top of the ALC range. And that mic gain is right at 20. Just checking here. Let's try this and this and this. All right. Let's see how that is. How does that sound, Jim?
I don't play that way. Let's follow my lead, okay? I'm looking for more bass, so I want everything flat in your EQ from 400 to 1.6K flat. Then the top end is, what is your top end frequency? Do you have parametric? You can give me a certain frequency?
Yeah, I've got the 2.4 and 3.2 for the top end above 1.6. 1.6, 2.4, and 3.2.
Can you give me a 2.7?
Unfortunately, no. 2.4 or 3.2.
Okay, yeah, give me full 3.2, full 3.2, Roger.
Okay, full 3.2.
And plus 2 clicks additional bass boost from where you are.
All right, and that is going to be 200 cycles, right?
Yes, sir. And you don't have a width control on your EQ, Roger?
Negative.
Okay, so then that would be 2 clicks boost from where we just talked about.
Yep. All right. There's 200 cycles, and that's 2 clicks higher.
Okay. What is the current reading of your bass EQ?
Plus 3 out of plus 10.
Take it plus 2 more.
All right. There's plus 5. Over.
Alrighty, let's go back to the ALC, double check your level from the position. Remember, you're going to maintain your proximity to microphone when, what you were last, and reset your ALC level.
Okay, there we go, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, yep. Mic gain is just about on mic, 2/3 scale, not quite peaking to the top, over.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That sounds pretty good. Now, let's see. Tell me about what you like best about ham radio.
Oh gosh, well, been a ham for many, many years, and I suppose it's the original social network. Met some really fine folks in the hobby over the years, and it's hard to beat the quality of folks that I've come across in ham radio. It's just they're good folks by and large.
Roger. Now, you were playing a game with 3.2 and 2.7, or what was that, 2.4?
Yeah, 3.2 is max, and 2.4 is it could go up another 3 clicks.
All right, pull back the 2.4 because you're still a little mid-rangey, you know. I wanted to get you a little more silky, so back off 2 clicks of 2.4.
Okay, there's 2.4 now, back down to about 4 or 5 clicks here, 5 I guess, over.
Yes, sir, and we're full boost on the 3.2?
Yep, full maxed out on 3.2.
All right, sounding nice. Let's see here. Tell me about, again, the antenna system that you would desire if you had the time and money.
Well, I'm getting ready to put up a spider beam, which is a 3-element multi-band, 5-band antenna. It's a pretty simple design, using fiberglass and wire, very lightweight, so easily supported by a small tower and tremendous performance. 3 or 4 elements on the bands, and I used one of those spider beam, and it was very impressive. So I think I'm going to put up a spider beam as my next antenna. Go ahead.
Roger, Joe. I think it sounds great. Get the Gorilla Tape out, tape her down. And in that last transmission, I moved down to the PA SDR to double check. And so you've got some recording off an SDR, which is, those are notorious for rolling off the bottom end a little bit. And then you have my 7300 on local. And I have a chevron on the right side that shows what we're listening to at the moment, so you can hear the switch and see the switch. Roger?
Yeah, okay, very good, Jim. Are you you're no longer using the 990, you're now 7300, is that correct?
I'm using the 7300 more often. I still use the 990. I got a lot of work and effort into that radio, and I do dearly love the transmitter of that radio. It's a little bit, I don't know. I just like the sound of it actually a little bit better than the 7300, but on one aspect, and then the other aspect I like the 7300 too. Roger?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, there's so many of those 7300s out there. It's remarkable. Yeah, it's like the Volkswagen of FM radio. A good quality product for a fair price. You can't beat that. Okay, Jim, I won't take any more of your time. I know it's getting late. About time for you to wrap up. I appreciate you giving me your time to help me get this new-to-me rig dialed in. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Now, I would, for a few weeks, I would leave the ALC meter out. You got to have something to do as you're talking there. So just leave that ALC meter out so you can watch your audio and develop a relationship between your ALC meter and your voice. And pretty soon you'll be able to put that ALC meter exactly where you want it. Roger?
Yeah, very good, Jim. Okay, thanks again. I certainly appreciate it. Have a wonderful afternoon and a nice weekend. Happy Easter and so forth. KC9VKV, K9UR.
Roger, Roger. You are Joe, 73, sir. Have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. And this is 10 minutes till 5. We cut out of live at 5. So if you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.